Telling a good story is never easy, especially when you have to work within the limits of commercial game development. But it's possible to construct compelling, affecting narratives in even the most bite-sized of games. And 2019 Game Developers Conference next month, you will enjoy an earnest look at the little tricks and narrative nuances that make stories sing even if players only engage with your game for a few minutes at a time. So if crafting compelling narratives is important to you and your work, make sure to check out Ryan Kaufman's GDC 2019 and DesignCheck.com. Narrative Nuances on Free-to-Play Mobile Games. A Telltale Games veteran, who now works as VP of Narrative Design at Gamasutra, Kaufman is an experienced storyteller who will demonstrate how considering things like screenshot sharing, frequent narrative payoffs for shorter session times, and cliffhangers can help a story come to life and in turn drive engagement, retention, and virality. You also need great writers and narrative leads, of course. And Kaufman will give you some insight into how to apply such talent to the task of creating compelling tales that fit well within a mobile F2P game environment. Expect to walk away with a better understanding of characterization, virality, overarching mysteries, and other considerations drive retention, engagement, and monetization, and discover the means it takes to create a compelling narrative experience cater to the mobile audience and platform. If this is a talk you want to see, make sure to bookmark it on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GDC 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GDC, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GDC are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. In this GDC 2012 talk, Gregarious Marcus Montoya discusses Shadow Cities, the first location-based morph in the world, and some of the key lessons from the early days of mobile location-driven video games. Montoya goes over a few points, including how using the real world to level design made the game inherently unfair, and the difficulty of finding the solutions for game design tactics that were no longer applicable. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GDC YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, GDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent Game Developers Conference events. And the service offers even more members-only content for GDC Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like GDC Vault, already have full access to GDC Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via the GDC Vault subscription page. Group subscriptions are also available. Game-related schools and development studios who sign up for GDC Vault Studio subscriptions can receive access for their entire office or company by contacting staff via the GDC Vault group subscription page. Finally, current subscribers with access issues can contact GDC Vault technical support. Gamasutra and GDC are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Last year's Tetris Effect is seen by some as the best version of Tetris, the best game ever made. And at the 2019 Game Developers Conference in March, a few of its Creatives will show you exactly how they did it. Notably, enhanced Chief Fund Game Industry veteran Tatsuya Mizuguchi will be at DD this year to help lead an exciting design tracked up on making Tetris Effect IV that you will not want to miss. Alongside fellow producer Mark McDonald and Tetris Effect director Takashi Ishihara, Mizuguchi will walk you through the game's production journey. An exciting story of creating a new version of an established franchise that allows you with practical lessons applicable to almost all aspects of general game production, from PREVISUALIZATI and through launch. While the learnings should prove useful for all game makers, this is a talk you absolutely do not want to miss. If you are at all interested in Tetris Effect and the workflow that produced it, further details on this talk and many more are available now on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscow Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD. Register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS, Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. There's no better example of how talented devs can be relating new life into a classic game franchise than Sony, Scented and MONICASAWA winning 2018 game God of War, and there's no better place to learn how it was made than the 2019 Game Developers Conference at this March. There's a ton of great talks lined up for the show this year, including over debaters as devoted to all aspects of the design, development, and release of God of War. For example, you may have already noticed that game industry veteran and God of War creative director Cory Barlog is coming to GD 2019 to present a special design track on READNVENTINGGOD of War, in which he will walk you through the long, complicated, and painful process whereby Sony Santa Monica successfully launched a fresh take on an established franchise, after a seemingly endless climb up an impossibly enormous mountain, filled with countless gut-wrenching failures and joyfully sweet successes. Barlog will take the stage to share what has learned from the experience of READNVENTINGGOD of War, as well as practical takeaways you can apply to your own work. However, GD 2019 will also host a plethora of very specific, detailed deep dives into all aspects of the game's design. If you are interested in God of War's remarkable level design, for example, you will want to check out Lead Level designer Rob Davis' level design workshop presentation on the level design of God of War. Davis will talk you through the process of breaking 10 years of existing design rules formed over the course of 7 games, and show you how he and his team came up with 6 new level design rules for God of War, as well as discuss best practices for taking levels from concept to completion. Early registration for the 2019 Game Developers Conference ends this Wednesday, January 13th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. So register at a discounted rate to save some money. If you loved the way 2018 God of War created the illusion of a single, unbroken camera tracking shot, imbuing the whole game with a cinematic feel, make time to check out Let narrative animator Eric Pinto's DD 2019 talk on keyframes and cardboard props, the cinematic process behind God of War. She will detail the specific and somewhat unconventional techniques used by the team, including the steps taken to develop the documentary style, occult camera, the usefulness of live-action pre-visualization, and the importance of communication in a multidisciplinary effort to put together God of War's superb cinematic sequences. Of course, God of War is a game about combat, and there is a slew of great DD 2019 talks that dive deep into various aspects of the game's combat design. In Taking an Next to God of War gameplay, design director Jason McDonald will explain how factors of WAFTM work at all preserve the feel of the older God of War games, while still changing almost every aspect of how the game plays, from the weapons to the enemies to the camera, in an effort to reinvent a classic